Hi, Aunt Bernine, Jennifer, Jamie, Benjamin, Starla, Killian, and little Luna. It's Anne. I'm recording this from my room at Walter Reed in Bethesda, Maryland. I heard you guys are going to be celebrating Uncle Alden's life, and I'm wanted to prepare something to share with you guys. I was reflecting on our time that we spent together when I was little on Lake Winnipesaukee, and when you guys came to visit me in North Carolina, the stories that my mom have shared with me over the years, and I prepared something that I wanted to share with you guys. Just some reflection and things that I remember and I wanted you to hear. So I love technology and that I can do this. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to be able to make it on the 16th of December. I have some nerve damage issues that make it kind of hard to travel with the weather and things like that. But hopefully you guys can pull this down. I'm going to put it on YouTube so you can access it and have it. So, and I'm also going to print it out and put it in a card so you'll have it in paper and then this audio recording. So, okay, the title of it's called When Love Transcends Flesh and Trombone. There was love in a marriage and an annual white wedding dress. This kind of bond beyond knowing, it is hard with words alone to profess. Where the words fall short and touch can no longer be had, we can be certain a life well lived becomes itself the perfect launch pad. For the next adventure awaits us all and summons us forth. We bring along with us the east, the west, the south, the north. If we bring those along, how can we also leave them behind? It's from this precise intersection we realize it's all intertwined. There was snowing and skiing in a lodge in North Conway. It might have all started there or lifetimes before that. It's not easy to say. Pablo Coelho claims that a soul knows its mate long before a body ever appears. A timelessness occurs then, impossible to measure in days or months or years after years. There's a type of eternity that makes itself apparent only after the fact, encapsulated in precious moments like flashes, warm and abstract. There was a Jennifer and a Jamie and a Benjamin Bratt. Their father admired them affectionately from wherever he sat. There were Red Sox in season and sometimes year-round. There were wool socks in winter when white snow covered the ground. There was a house with a pool and a deck to sunbathe. There was a handsome face with blue eyes and always a clean shave. This face got wrinkled and traveled the world as a fairy tale story unfolded around its pearl. There were golf courses and cruise ships, dinner parties, wild costumes, a jacuzzi downstairs, fancy drinks, generously poured, joyfully consumed. There was a star, a sun, and of course the moon, the next generation of gold and good fortune stirred up with a spoon. There were gardens and flowers and decorations for every season, trips to the shops, down the street, across the country for absolutely no reason. Having no good reason is the best gift of all. Memories made in this way are easiest to recall, to treasure, to cherish, to never forget. For every sun that rises will in its day also set. So then, a hopeful man dreams big when he's just a boy, for the best that life has to offer, for fun, for love, for joy. These are exactly the things we come together to share, what makes life worth living between two people, a perfect pair. There was a man among us who dreamed big and received even bigger still. He came, he saw, he limped, he smiled. He enjoyed life completely, his cup overfilled. There were college students for semesters renting a room, summer trips out to state parks and through the sand dunes. There was a boat in the marina for inner harbor tours, small business plans a many, some set sail, others stayed ashore. There was a Mount Washington with its train in the face of an old man. This memory watches over everything better than a human eye possibly can. There were water beds and leather couches and 70s shag carpets, antique stores, discount bargains, garage sales, farmers' markets. There was no time for Jell-O such a long time ago, long before all these things that were became part of the show. Looking back at all there was, woven together with this very fine thread, it's hard to imagine now, but the best for the Bratt family is still up ahead. It is that way, and as they say, the best is always yet to come. Every instrument gets its solo amid that ever-present bass drum. One man in particular had a trombone and played a very special tune. Memorable and remarkable, but he knew very well he'd never travel to the moon. So he did what wise men full of love do. In some places we'd call him a kahuna. He brought the moon to himself and a granddaughter, her name Little Luna. When one creates their own universe this way, they are forever at the center. In music and smiles and stories and meals, they are everywhere, and especially at bedtime, a quiet, ever-present mentor. So look not for Alden where he was when he played his trombone. The truest creators transcend the flesh and know they are never, ever alone. Creators find creators out beyond the horizon in depths beneath the sea, where time itself bows in reverence to the truth of eternity. With so many memories, the paradox should be very clear. Those we think who've gone far away are actually very near. So let's not wait to meet our beloved trombone player once again. It's not a question of if we'll see him or where, but when. When and where can be here and now if we allow ourselves to feel all that is around us in the light, the color, the prana, the chi. A Boston accent isn't easy to describe, but very distinct. You know it when you hear it through experience and instinct. The same can be said of what we think we might have lost, when it shows itself to us after we saw the finish line clearly crossed. We learn then that the finish line is a very human illusion, that we are so much more than human, a story without conclusion. It is at the finish line we realize we're just getting started, where legacies are launched perfectly around our dearly departed, departed and still present in ways one can only feel. But to feel is to know and to understand what is really real. I love you guys, and I just want you to know that you're on my mind, and I'm grateful for the memories that our families share. And hopefully our paths will cross again sometime soon. Take care. Love you guys.